There are concerns that a number of Australians are among nearly 100 people unaccounted for after an apartment block collapse in Miami. A Miami resident, Joseph Wax, says he hasn't been able to contact his Australian friends who were believed to have been inside the building when it partially collapsed, and he joins us now from Miami. Joseph Wax, welcome. So tell us where you are at the moment and just how tough this situation is.
It's devastating over here. This is a tragedy that our community was not prepared for. I don't think anybody can prepare for such a tragedy. There's hundreds of people behind me right now, family members, friends of family, not knowing any information at all if there are any survivors. We've heard trickle of information. Maybe there's a couple of survivors, but we haven't heard anything.
So without mentioning your friends' names, what can you tell us about them?
It's devastating. One of them, they both became grandparents yet again a few hours before the tragedy. We still cannot believe it. The community has united above and beyond. Surfside, Florida was a community of just all types of people that were just, and now here everyone united together in such a wake of tragedy. It's heartwarming to see the least.
And can you tell us roughly what age the couple are, and did they have an apartment in that front portion of the building?
They did have it. I believe it was on the 11th floor, and there's not much information besides most of the family members are behind me now in one of the rooms over there giving DNA. So I don't know if that's positive news, but I don't think so. We're hoping for the best.
And so do you believe that the couple would be in their 70s or 80s, and do you know which place they're originally from in Australia?
They're originally from Sydney. They moved to Melbourne, and we're hoping for the best. We're hoping that there'll be a miracle here in Surfside.
And how long have you been friends with that couple?
We've been family friends for many, many years, from my days when I lived in Melbourne and in Sydney. I just saw him outside my building a few days ago. Families are here, but it's all the families here that are just been, it's devastating what's going on here. This is our ground zero. We've never seen anything like this. The unity that we have of our community has just been heartwarming, as I said.
How long has that elderly couple been living in Miami?
They've been in and out as they have family here. They've been in and out of this community for many, many years, back and forth from Sydney and Melbourne to Miami.
And so, as you understand, that they owned the apartment, it wasn't kind of a rental that they took out each time they visited?
I'm not so sure, but it's devastating, and we're hoping for the best.
And what can you tell? You say you've known these people a long time. What can you tell us about the times that you've spent with them?
Well, they're an elderly couple. I'm friends with the children, and we're all sitting here. People are praying, people are crying, people are hugging, people can send their condolences, people are sharing love. We don't know much about what's going on, and we're just waiting to hear from the police every few hours. They're giving us updates, but without many details.
And Joseph, you've been down to the site today. Explain for us what it was like seeing that site firsthand.
Yeah, it's a 7:30 every morning. I run on the beach here, and we had no idea what was going on. And hundreds of people were standing outside. This was actually before the news came out. People didn't know. We were just trickling out. And these are people that I meet every single day on the boardwalk for a run. And usually we're all smiling to one another, wishing each other good morning. This morning was very different. We all got together in unison, watching this tragedy unfolding in front of our eyes.
And for us, the size of that portion of that building that collapsed, because here in Australia, the people are obviously not familiar with the building, and there's that portion that's left standing at the back. But how big is that portion of the building that actually it has disappeared?
Right. What did they say? The top 11 floors went down?
12 stories.
12 stores, right. I mean, it's devastating. It reminds me of what I saw, Ground Zero, 9/11. That's what it looked like from the very back. It's terrible.
And how long have you lived in Miami, and have you heard of kind of structural issues with buildings there before, and the nature of Miami being quite sandy, obviously, and the efforts that engineers have to go to ensure that the foundations are secure?
Well, you can imagine we're all petrified right now. But they've told us about flooding and things of that sort. This building happened to be an older building. I live in a newer building. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of re-examinations in the buildings here and on the structure, and big wake-up call.
Yeah.
But right now we're focusing on rescue and condolences, and we've got a long road ahead of us.
Yeah. And Joseph, had you been in that building yourself?
Many times. I was about to go rent there a few years ago.
Wow. And just hard to believe it's disappeared now.
Unbelievable. I run past it every single morning. It is a disaster beyond. And those in Australia don't really understand the apartment building, how it works over here. It's devastating. It's affected every person over here. There's half the community here that's come out just to help the other people. Yeah. Above and beyond. Can I show you guys what's going on?
Yeah, sure.
Come over here.
Sure, show us.
The press is not really allowed to come over here generally. But let me show you. The press is not really allowed to be here.
Well, actually, Joseph, if the press isn't allowed to be there, then we shouldn't really be looking around to respect people's
We're not going to bring. Yeah. We're not
to
going to bring you
respect
guys
people's
here.
privacy. But Joseph,
100%.
thanks so much for talking to us, and let's hope that there is some good news from those rescue teams who are searching through that rubble right now.
Amen. Thank you so much.